Are you thinking about moving to San Francisco and you're finding it hard to find all the answers to all of your burning questions? Well, you're not alone. Every day I speak with buyers from all walks of life. Some are moving here for a new job or retirement or simply want a fresh start. No matter your reason for calling San Francisco your new home, moving comes with big questions like, where do I want to live? Can I afford where I want to live? Or is there anything fun to do here? I'm going to answer 19 of my most often asked questions. If I missed any of your questions, please be sure to drop them down in the comments below and I'll do my best to respond there. Let's start with one of the most important questions. Number 1, which neighborhood do I want to live in? When I'm speaking with new buyers and helping them figure out which areas to consider, whether they are brand new to San Francisco or have lived here for years, one of the most common things I hear is, oh my God, I didn't realize that neighborhood existed. The reason for that is that San Francisco is made up of 10 districts with various neighborhoods, products, and price points. There are over 80 sub-districts in the city at your disposal. Given the variety of the available neighborhoods, it's important for you to prioritize your needs and lifestyle as you consider these areas. So some questions to ask are flat walkable streets your priority? Or do massive views outweigh the challenges of living on those classic hilly streets? Maybe community amenities are essential to you, or you seek more of that tranquility and quiet lifestyle. So whether you're moving from New York and crave that sleek, sophisticated downtown living, or prefer strolls by the beach, or want breathtaking views of the bay, or maybe want that suburban lifestyle feel, there really is a neighborhood for you. Now, there are far too many neighborhoods for me to cover in this one video, so if you have a specific area in mind and you want to dive deeper into that, maybe learn more about our most popular neighborhoods or even a few of our hidden gems, be sure to check out our video series on where to live in San Francisco. Number 2, what type and style of property will I prefer? San Francisco has many types of properties, from different architectural styles to property types like condos, TICs, single family, even multifamily homes. If you're looking for a condo, you'll find luxury units and high-end buildings with tons of amenities, or if you prefer a smaller community, there are also plenty of 2 to 4 unit buildings that have a shared yard and mostly resemble single family home living. And if you don't want to deal with HOA fees and have to have a single family home, what you focus on will largely depend on your budget and location requirements. When it comes to style, although San Francisco is famous for those Victorian, Edwardian homes, other types to choose from include Art Deco, mid-century modern, contemporary, craftsman style, marina style. We actually did a video explaining all different types of architectural styles in the city to help you make your choice, so be sure to check that out. I'm Valerie, an agent on the Krishnan team. We have ranked among the top agents in SF for over a decade, and every day we help buyers and sellers just like you looking to make a smooth move into or even within San Francisco. We'd love to be your real estate resource. Feel free to text to set up a call and we can answer any of your questions. Number 3, what's my housing budget? This is a big one. When it comes to budget, there are 4 main aspects to consider: property type, size, location, and finishes. For example, if you have to have a 4-bedroom home to meet your family needs, but have a limited budget, you may need to sacrifice on location and finishes to make that work. Now, if a home meets your size and location needs, but requires some cosmetic updates, which is pretty common, we can certainly guide you through the necessary changes that will yield the highest ROI. Over time, cosmetic updates can not only elevate your lifestyle, but they can also add value to your property. Regarding location, another thing to keep in mind is that you're going to pay 20% more for walkability and another 20% more for sun. Neighborhoods like Noe Valley that have both are considered prime locations, and you can expect to pay significantly more there than other parts of town that lack perhaps one or both of those things. If looking for a condo, you'll want to also factor in HOA fees. Fees in the city largely depend on the type of building you're considering. So if you live in a small 2 to 4 unit building, it's not uncommon for those fees to be a little bit on the lower side, ranging from $250 to $500 a month. Again, keep in mind that those low fees are really just covering things like monthly utility costs and building insurance. those buildings don't tend to have a lot of reserves, so owners will need to cover large maintenance projects as they arise, which may work just fine for you. For medium to large buildings, monthly fees can range from $600 to $1,000 a month, as those HOAs require higher significant reserves. And if you're interested in new construction, those sleek, brand new buildings that are more on the luxury side, those fees can certainly shoot up to about $2,000 per month or even more. Number 4, how long do I plan to live in the city? Not that I'm trying to talk myself out of a job here, but it needs to be said that if you're only looking to live in San Francisco for a short period of time, say a year to finish out a work contract or maybe 2 years at most, you'll definitely want to consider renting over buying. Renting will give you the freedom to live in different areas. You can explore different neighborhoods that you're super excited about, or perhaps prioritize living near your work so it can be super convenient. When it comes to purchasing a property, I typically tell my clients to try to hold on to it for at least 5 to 7 years, ideally. That will give them enough time to be able to ride out any market fluctuations. Number 5, do I need a car? I'll be honest, parking in San Francisco, like many other large cities, is not easy nor fun. If you need a car to get around the city or to commute outside San Francisco, consider a small car that's easy to park and try to keep it to 1 car per household if you can. And when figuring out your home search, you'll likely want to focus on properties with at least 1 car parking. If you only need a car a few times a month, Zipcar is a great option, which is an on-demand car sharing app. You can reserve a car for a one-way trip and leave it in a completely different neighborhood, which eliminates your need for a dedicated parking spot. Number 6, what will my transportation options be? With San Francisco, which has ample public transportation like the Bay Area Rapid Transit, better known as BART, and Muni trains and buses, you may actually not need a car. BART connects San Francisco to the East Bay and the Peninsula. Typically, trains run about every 15 minutes, with stops in many of the city's commercial and residential hubs, and provides direct access to the San Francisco International Airport, better known as SFO, the Oakland Airport, as well as South Bay's Caltrain system. If driving outside of the city will be part of your daily commute, you may also want to consider living near one of our main highways. We have Interstates 280, N80, US 101, and Highway 1. And when looking at ride-sharing apps, the main ones that you're going to use are Uber and Lyft. We also have a really cool option called Waymo. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's actually my favorite way to get around the city. It's a driverless car option, which is nice because no one's listening to your conversations, or you can make quick YouTube videos like our team does. And the prices are actually very comparable to Uber, if not a little bit cheaper. And you get to ride in Jaguar. Number 7, what are the shopping and dining options in the city? There are several neighborhoods with trendy stores, one-of-a-kind boutiques, and fun shopping experiences. In Union Square, you'll find an array of options from luxury boutiques, small specialty shops, and big department stores. Fillmore Street also offers a ton of shopping and restaurant options in Pacific Heights. And if you prefer smaller, trendier brands and unique jewelry, head over to Hayes Valley. In the heart of the city, you can visit a neighborhood made famous by hippies and the Grateful Dead called Haight-Ashbury. This area has a variety of eclectic shops, vintage stores, and beautiful Victorian homes. It's very San Francisco. As for dining options, San Francisco is truly a foodie city. There are so many options, from incredible taquerias to famous food trucks, as well as an impressive collection of Michelin-rated restaurants. With nearly 4,000 places to eat, San Francisco has more dining spots per capita than any other US city, which means there is something for everyone. Number 8, is the city pet friendly? Yes, big time yes. San Francisco is extremely pet friendly. It's even rated one of the most dog friendly cities in America due to its high number of dog parks, off-leash areas, and mild climate. Dog parks are scattered all over the city in Dubose Park, Corona Heights, Fort Funston, Ocean Beach, Christie Field. I could go on and on. And with regard to housing, a lot of condo buildings allow up to 2 pets per household. Pet policies is certainly something that we always take into consideration when working with clients with pets. because there could be some weight and breed restrictions with certain buildings, and so we'll definitely filter those out for you. Number 9, what grocery stores are available? Since San Francisco is known for its culinary scene, it would make sense that we have a variety of grocery stores and specialty shops to support our aptitude for cooking. There are small corner markets in almost every neighborhood, an iconic weekend farmers market. Some are better than others. We can certainly guide you in the right direction. And for day-to-day cooking, your city's main grocery stores are going to be Safeway, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Molly Stone's, probably ones that you've already heard of. Number 10, what are options for fitness and staying active? San Franciscans are very active people. There are a ton of small gyms and personal training options throughout the city, from boxing to CrossFit, yoga, Pilates, you name it. Chain gyms with multiple locations citywide include Fitness SF, Equinox, 24-Hour Fitness, and Crunch. There are also large athletic clubs with pools, tennis courts, basketball courts, racquetballs, spa, and more, like the Bay Club. Also, there is no shortage of outdoor fitness activities in San Francisco. If you're looking for a stair workout, the city has more than 900 stairways that connect its neighborhoods and offer a fantastic workout. You could even put one of those like ankle weights and get a killer workout. I actually did a video exploring some of the best stairways in the city, so be sure to check that out. And there are tons of trails and public spaces for walking, running, biking, hiking, kite surfing, whatever you're into, you'll likely find it here. Number 11, what's the weather like? San Francisco, it's known for its year-round mild climate. I've actually lived in the Bay Area and San Francisco specifically as well for over 20 years. My family and I moved to the city from Peru when I was about 9 years old, so it's safe to say that this area is all I know. And even though I'm a little biased, I will say our weather is ideal for someone like me who hates humid and sticky summers and would hate shoveling snow from their driveway. So Tahoe is close enough for me. Also, the city has a ton of microclimates. Certain neighborhoods are known for being sunny, while others are famous for its wind and fog. The best advice I can give to anyone moving to San Francisco or even visiting is to dress in layers. You could start your excursions in one side of town with like a zip-up hoodie and finish in the other side of town with like nothing but a tank top. It's super common. My second tip, especially when choosing a place to live and set some roots, is to simply spend some time there and get a feel for the weather yourself. Weather can be pretty subjective, and the microclimates here are nuanced. And if sun is super important to you, we can certainly guide you in the directions of neighborhoods with the most sun. But just remember, you're going to be paying a little bit more for that. Number 12, how diverse and inclusive is San Francisco? This probably goes without saying, but the city is widely recognized for its diversity and inclusivity, which is integral to our identity. Neighborhoods like Chinatown, Mission District, Japantown showcase the city's rich ethnic diversity through amazing food, festivals, and local businesses. San Francisco has been a stronghold for the LGBTQ+ community for decades. The Castro District is one of the most famous gay neighborhoods in the world, filled with a history of activism, pride, a celebratory spirit, and a strong sense of community. As a hub for tech and innovation, we have attracted people from all over the world, creating a diverse and rich workforce. Number 13, where are the nearest airports? If you're an avid traveler or travel for work, you may want to know where the nearest airports are. You have a couple of options. San Francisco Airport, or SFO, is near Millbrae, and the Oakland Airport is on the east side of Oakland. As I noted earlier, both locations are accessible via BART. If you're driving or Ubering, SFO can be about 20 to 45 minute drive from San Francisco, depending on which part of the city you're coming from. The Oakland Airport requires a similar commitment, but keep in mind that you have to cross the Bay Bridge, which can be traffic-filled and a bit unpredictable. Number 14, what recreational and cultural activities are available? There are a dozen of museums in the city. The San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, or commonly known as SF MoMA, has a vast collection of modern and contemporary art. The California Academy of Sciences is one of the largest natural history museums in the world, featuring aquarium, planetarium, and natural history museum. Families also love the Exploratorium, which offers hands-on science experiences for children. Alcatraz, an island that was once a federal prison and occupied Native American land, is now a museum and national recreation site. Like most Bay Area kids, I still remember going there during my middle school field trip. I haven't gone back since, to be honest, but it's definitely something you have to do at least once. If you're interested in the performing arts, the San Francisco Symphony showcases world-class orchestra performances. You can also see live music at the historic Warfield and Fillmore venues, the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, Oracle Park, and Chase Center in Mission Bay. Number 15, how close will I be to nature and outdoor activities? Well, Golden Gate Park in the northwest part of the city is probably the best place to start an outdoor adventure. Our team did a deep dive on the 1,000-acre park in a separate video. There's way too much to cover in this video, but to give you a highlight, you can rent a paddle boat or a rowboat at Stowe Lake, visit the botanical gardens, enjoy a picnic, take an archery class, go rollerblading, or take your bike and enjoy the park's countless offerings. I'm actually getting married in one of the park's more intimate gardens. It's called the Queen Wilhelmina Tulip Garden. Highly recommend, particularly during tulip season. There are other major parks and reservoirs in the city as well, like Land's End, Presidio, and Mount Sutro. With over 200 smaller parks, you can be within walking distance of green space in virtually every San Francisco neighborhood. And for ocean lovers, Ocean Beach, Baker Beach, and the more secluded China Beach will satisfy your needs. I'll be honest, the waters at our beaches are probably too cold for a daily dip, but if you're into surfing, bonfires, taking walks by the water, cool photos with friends, or just simply hanging out, you'll definitely love our beaches. Number 16, what are some options for weekend trips? The city is actually ideally located for weekend excursions. For example, there is a city called Sausalito, which is just across the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a quaint waterfront town, perfect for strolling through shops, galleries, and enjoying a sunny day, stand-up paddleboarding, and dining with amazing water views. Wine Country in Napa and Sonoma counties is just about an hour or two away from the city, depending on where you start. I actually just went there with some girlfriends for my bachelorette trip. It was the perfect weekend with beautiful hotels, amazing wine, scenic vineyards, and world-class dining. We had an absolute blast. During the summer and winter months, San Franciscans flock to Lake Tahoe, which is just about a 3 to 4 hour drive from the city. If you live here, you'll definitely find yourself in Lake Tahoe in the winter months. Carmel by the Sea is just a 2 hour away where you can spend the day relaxing, visiting art galleries, whale watching, enjoying spa treatments at various hotels. And a bit further south than Carmel is Big Sur, which is nestled between the Pacific Ocean and San Lucia Mountains. It has some of the most incredibly luxurious resorts with insane views, like Post Ranch Inn and Ventana Inn and Spa. I highly, highly, highly recommend, particularly for those romantic weekend getaways. And for the most adventurous camping, hiking, and much more, you are about a 4 hour drive from the city to Yosemite National Park. Number 17, what job opportunities are available? Although San Francisco has a wide variety of job opportunities, we are widely regarded as a US tech hub with a growing AI sector. And we still have OG companies like, Google, Apple, Meta. It seems like new tech startups are popping up every day. So whether you want to work for a large company or a small startup, you have several options living here. If you're in the tech industry and looking to live in an innovative city filled with job opportunities, networking, there is no better place to be than San Francisco. R&D facilities, academic institutions, private investors, and Silicon Valley's VC network, which actually grew in 2023, support the AI and tech industry. Now, you can say what you want about AI, whether it's leading to a dystopia or a utopia. That is something we can discuss on a later date. preferably with a cocktail in hand. But regardless, if you want to be an AI, this is certainly the city for you. The Bay Area is home to numerous leading biotech companies as well, including Genentech, Gilead Sciences, and Biorad Labs, which are involved in groundbreaking research and development in pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and genetic engineering, and more. The city is also a regional financial capital, so if you're not in tech or biotech, there is a large pool of workers here in legal, PR, and marketing industries. 43% of jobs in the Bay Area are in professional business services, healthcare, and education. Number 18, what are the school options? If you have kids, I'm sure one question that is top of mind for you right now is, where will my kids go to school? The San Francisco Unified School District uses an assignment system that most people refer to as the lottery system. In many places around the country, and really most cities in California, where you live largely determines where your child would go to school. With the goal of creating diverse schools, city officials believe here that a child's opportunity to go to a great school shouldn't be determined by where they live, similar to how parks and libraries work. I will say, based on feedback I've gotten from clients, I'm not a mom myself. I don't have any kids that go to school here, but I do work with a lot of parents. The lottery system can be a bit frustrating for them, as determining factors for placement kind of change from year to year, and there's lack of certainty around where their kid will be placed. The current lottery system tries to balance parental choice with the district's overall goal of integrating schools. That said, there's a wide variety of types of schools and communities offered. In addition to public schools, there are many private schools available as well, both religious and secular. Number 19, what sports teams will I be rooting for? It's always the right season for professional sports in the Bay Area. To be honest, if you're a diehard sports fan, the chances are you're going to continue rooting for your hometown team, regardless of where you move. But if you're looking for fun activities and sporting events, you've definitely come to the right place. The San Francisco Giants play in Oracle Park, which is located on the northeast side of the city. The city's also home to Golden State Warriors, the 7-time NBA champions. They play at the state-of-the-art Mission Bay Arena called Chase Center. If you're a football lover, you can catch a 49ers game in one of our many sports bars. During the Super Bowl this year, there were many watch parties all over the city. And if you prefer to catch a game in person, you can just take a car or a shuttle to the Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. For more about why people are still moving to San Francisco, check out this video to make sure you know what you're getting into. A big move can be very daunting, but we are here to help. Reach out to us and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a video.